Rainbow Push is one of the most extraordinary organizations in the world. It's led by one of the most phenomenal prophets, preachers, and geniuses in our world, my good friend and brother, Reverend Jesse Lewis Jackson Sr. In 1991, while I was pastoring the 3,000-member church, Carter Temple CME Church in Chicago on the Great South Side, I'd been working with Reverend Jackson for many years, from my student years at Garrett Seminary when it was Breadbasket, Ben Branch. Awesome time as we worked to bring social justice, economic equity. Where I live, where I preside as the 52nd bishop in order of succession in the Christian Methodist Episcopal Church, with more than 200 churches in Tennessee and Arkansas. And I serve as the chair of the Board of Trustees of Lane College, where you've come and elevated and educated the students of Lane. Wherever I've been, I've brought you, and you've come without hesitation. When we needed someone to light the conscience of the Memphis-Shelby County area, this tri-state area of Tennessee, Arkansas, and Mississippi, to renovate and resurrect the only black hospital we had during segregation. You came, sir, and lit a fire of awareness. As a result, 7 years later of our work, Collins Chapel is now completely renovated, and is serving the homeless 24 hours, 3 shifts of people, with the Room in the Inn homeless ministry. We couldn't have done it without your inspiration and insight. When in the black community, Orange Mound, historic black community of churches and homes, they closed their only grocery store and made it a food desert. Of course, I disagree with Kroger closing our only store that provided 3 vital services: fresh and good groceries, good prices, but there was also a black bank, Tri-State Bank branch there, and there was also a pharmacy. So we were losing 3 vital services. I called upon you again, and you came to Memphis and stood in that empty parking lot and the closed store and said, look, let us appeal to Kroger. And they did something they've never done before in history of Kroger, a multi-billion-dollar corporate giant met with us because of you. We sent them to your national office, and we had our representatives there and to their national office. And when it was all done, and it took us a little while, they turned that Kroger store. First, they did not destroy it. They kept it. And then they turned it over to the Superlow store, their competitor. They gave $1 million store plus to a competitor in order to make sure, but it was all of the ministers, political, religious, and business leaders who came together. It was really a rainbow coalition. The mayor of the city and the mayor of the county commissioner and the city worked together to get it done. And now, 24/7 is making good, healthy food. Thank you, champion. We're grateful. We greet you, my dear friend, how grateful we are. And now we've been able to have a 24-hour Collins Chapel Connection Hospital Room in the Inn. And now as a result of Push It Sale and One Church, One School that we founded with Dr. Fredonia Johnson in Chicago, is now nationwide. Church and school in partnership, teaching the value of life and value of learning. More than 200 partnerships in the CME Church, Baptist, Kojic, every church, every faith community can and should partner with the school and build up united church, home, and school, and then pray and work to make sure we pour good STP into every school. Students, teachers, principals, parents, philanthropists, politicians, personality. I'm so grateful that we've always known that the salvation as well as the education will lead to liberation if we vote, if we march, if we protest. And we pass this legacy on to ministries like One Church, One School, the Children's Defense Fund, urban ministries, letting people know that a man of color named Jesus out of the Bible, out of Egypt, have I called my son. That a man of color came to embrace the Rainbow Coalition. How we thank you. But we teach our people that Jesus was a black man, a man of color, and he came to save all colors, black, brown, red, yellow, and white. We teach the truth that while many of our white brothers and sisters were struggling to become civilized, we had from the continent of Africa astronomy, architecture, and the three great religions of the world came out of Africa. The Jewish faith, the Muslim faith, which of course became for us the Christian faith. How thankful we are. We're grateful to you, Reverend Jackson.